Hey guys, it's Carey Bringle, the Peg Leg Porker, here with Rated Red. Today I'm gonna talk about perfect pairings. I'm gonna tell you what I like to go with some of my favorite foods. We'll see what you think. Today I've got some pulled pork. This is a nice pile of pork. It's got a good bark on it. I like to pair it with bourbon. And specifically, this is Peg Leg Porker Bourbon. This is a white label. It's about a $40 bottle. Just won best bourbon in the world and won about 4 gold medals this year. This thing is great. I like this bourbon with this pork because it cuts through some of the fat. And so that bourbon, you know, that strength of that bourbon cuts through that fat of that pork, and it really makes a great pairing. Ooh. Oh, that's delicious. Perfect compliment. That's what I like to drink with pork. You can choose whichever bourbon is your favorite. Of course, I favor Peg Leg, because it's mine. But that's what I like with pulled pork, is a great bourbon. Now let's move on to the next item. We've got smoked brisket. Now I love brisket, and I like the fatty part of the brisket. So you can see it's got a nice fat cap on it. It's got a peppery crust on here. So what I'm gonna pair this with today is a rye. Now the reason I chose a rye, it's a little higher proof, which is gonna cut through that fattiness, but it's also got the spice. So I'm kind of gonna have a little bit of spice on spice today, but I tell you, it makes a great pairing. I've chosen Peg Leg Porker rye because it's my rye, and this is an 8-year-old. It's excellent. It was a limited edition, but I think it pairs perfect with this brisket. So I'm gonna take a little bit of chunk of this with that nice fat on there. You see that smoke ring? Get that fatty part, and that pepper. Ooh, a little bit of heat on that rye. Woohoo! Let me tell you, that higher proof cuts through that fat, but then you get pepper on pepper, and you're really spicing things up. You may want to take this one to the bedroom with you, if you know what I mean. It's a great pairing, one of my favorites. So let's get on to the next pairing, my friends. Dry wings with an Alabama white sauce on them. These are smoked wings that are then chilled and then fried. So they're smoked and they're crispy. I like to pair these with beer. And specifically, I like to pair them with our good friends at Yazoo. And this is one of their original and maybe best-selling beer. This is their pale ale. I'm gonna tell you, I love this beer, but it f***s me up like a football bat. All right, my wife has almost forbidden me to drink this beer, but it's a great pairing. Yazoo used to be behind our restaurant, and I'm gonna tell you, this pairs great. Oh. Tap it right here. Just enough hops in that beer, and it goes great with that white sauce, that smoked wing. This is a match made in heaven right here. I'm gonna tell you, and these are both Nashville originals. That's one of my favorites, and it's a crowd favorite. But let's get on to our last pairing. Guys, for our last pairing here, I'm going a little more on the sophisticated route. We've done bourbon, we've done rye, then we did beer. Now I got a little bit of smoked salmon in front of me. We've just peppered this salmon and smoked it lightly. And so I'm gonna pair this with a Riesling. This one is called Elektrisch, and this is one that my wine guy brought me. I like it because it's not too sweet, but it's not too dry. And so it's a nice white wine to sort of ease into drinking white wines. It's gonna pair great with this salmon because you get just a little bit of sweetness with some of that sort of savory, fatty salmon. And so let's get us a little bite off that fish right there. This is the healthy choice. Oh yeah, that's cooked just right. I feel like I'm in a fancy restaurant right now. This is delicious. It's almost like I'm in Germany. You've seen what the Peg Leg Porker likes with my different favorite meals. Now why don't you send us a comment and let us know what you like to pair with your favorite food. We'd love to know. This is Carey Bringle, the Peg Leg Porker, signing off with Rated Red for perfect pairings. Smoke on, my friends. Smoke on.